Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be discussing Black Clover chapter 314 titled The Mass. Um, of course, before we begin, spoiler alert, spoiler warning. Let's dive straight into this chapter. So this all the chapter, this One Piece was pretty funny this week, and this chapter is, in my opinion, super funny because of the callbacks and in relation to what it reminds me of. But this chapter is basically a Power Ranger-esque type chapter. So let's dive straight into it. So the chapter starts off with Merliona overtaking the giant demon or the ancient demon. And in her doing this, we learn that the more she uses her hell flame or her hellfire, the hotter it gets. So she basically she bakes the demon, but basically she takes out the demon. And in doing so, you see we see all the other captains like themselves like making extra work for us. And we see Patry is like William because he sees Valancha, so he calls out to William. Same for Langris. We see Dorothy there saying good work. We see the Black Bulls there calling out to Captain Yami. And now we get the Power Ranger S-type moment. So basically Morris has been defeated and Lucifero is speaking through his forehead. And he basically says, "Thank you for your service, human." And he says, essentially, the second gate of the underworld is now open. And he's monologuing now. He said, the gate of the underworld, or the gates of the underworld, are opening even faster now that I've squeezed the last drop of life out of this human, out of Morris, because Morris was some sort of accelerant. Don't understand how, but essentially Morris was some sort of accelerant. But he says, in my case, whether the tree or even if Quill off, the ritual is absent or not, I could interfere with lower level demons. And we know this because we saw in Leaves flashback, however you pronounced it, Asta's devil demon. Or devil demon. They call it devils and demons. What's the difference? But anyway, in Asta's devil's case, Lead, in his flashback, we saw he actually controlled Lead. So we know he can control lower level demons. But we get this nice little spread with a bunch of different demons crawling through. See, there's like an alligator one, and a cat one, and a two-headed one, and a vulture on that side, and a bunch. Cool. I like how they have different designs for all, and it's not like the same reused design. But this is where the Power Rangers aspect comes in, because these demons flooding in reminds me of Power Rangers in the putty kind of way. You know, like when Rita and Lord Zed would send down the little putties to fight the Rangers, kind of like that. And the putties start morphing together, and we hear Lucifero talking, and he's like, now that the second level is open, I can combine all these demons, all these devils together to make one, and then I can control that one. So we see all the devils forming to make this big one. And again, kind of like, oh, it reminds me of Power Rangers. So, you know, the villain gets beat up and then he grows and becomes stronger. So Morris is defeated, the putties fuse, make a giant monster. And we see the Black Bulls are calling out to Captain Yami, and it makes this giant towering demon with 4 horns, a big mouth, tentacles, and it seems like tentacles. It's gooey and slimy kinda, but it's towering over the city. And everyone is looking at it in awe. And while doing that, we see all of the Black Bulls have their Power Ranger moment here. Yuki Tabata loves Power Rangers, I can see that. But essentially we get everyone using their attacks to make a comeback. So we see Fate Manipulation, Absolute Evasion, Shami is feeding everyone Mana Recovery Magic, Ghost uses Grey Manipulation, we hear Matter Conversion, Castle Black Bull's Hideout, we hear Curse Diversion, we hear Look to the Side just to see that one, Magic Absolution, Recombination Magic, and everyone screams out, the Ultimate Devil, Nobody Cares, Get Lost Already, Ultimate Giant Black Bull. It's the double with a right hook. This is classic Power Rangers, right? This is Power Rangers. Tell me that this does not look like this. Come on, tell me the two don't look the same. It's basically the same thing. It looks like a Zord. This looks like basically a Megazord and what a Rita says monsters fighting. Come on. But the chapter ends there. This is a really pretty short chapter. It was really good, but it was really short because it was just fine. I don't hardly even had words really. But aside from the Power Rangers aspect to it, Mara Leona is doing pretty well. I'm looking forward to see her maybe coming to help the Black Bulls because they say her flames get hotter the more she uses it. So maybe she appears and unleashes some ultimate attack when she overheats on this giant demon that was made from the rest combined. But yeah, this was a fun chapter, just like One Piece with the jokes and everything. This was a fun chapter this week, so I enjoyed it for that. It made me laugh a lot. So because of that, this chapter gets like a 8. It was lacking, but it still gets like a 8 because it made me laugh. But yeah, this was a really fun chapter to read. I mean, if you grew up watching Power Rangers, then you could probably spot it and know why I say Power Rangers. But yeah, really good chapter, and I'll see you all next week for the next one. Of course, again, if you're new here, consider hitting sub, hitting like, all of that good stuff. I do a lot of different videos, be it food, anime, manga, movies, series. I do a lot of stuff, so please consider joining. I'm trying to reach maybe 300 subs before the end of the year, so help me get to that goal. And I'll see y'all. Bye.